Yo, what is up, guys? In this video I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make good thumbnails. These are in-game thumbnails, which means that the photos are made in-game, not with Blender. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So first off, you want to add in the photo that you made in-game. I don't have this photo because I cannot go VR right now because my neck is hurting, so I can't go in VR right now. That's also the reason I'm making this video. But anyway, you just want to put in your image. You can also do this with a Blender image if you want. But it's honestly doesn't really matter what image you put in. Just Blender or in-game, doesn't matter, it will all be the same. So first off, we're going to be separating the background, or separating a monkey from the background. You want to click this polygon lasso select right here. It might be on lasso select for you guys. You just want to right click and then polygon lasso select. We can just zoom in, which if you don't know, you do by holding Alt and then using your mouse wheel. You're just gonna do like that. By the way, this is not an in-game image of me. This is just one that I found. This is just a simple screenshot that I took of a video that I made with sunset. I cannot go in game because my neck is hurting a lot and it hurts to put on my headset. So I'm going to just start going all the way around here. You don't have to do this as precise as you possibly can because the background will be shown. It's just so you can change glow and all that kind of stuff separately from the background. If you're fully around, you want to make sure that you perfectly line it up. If you're fully around, you can just click here, and if it becomes this like black white line, that means that you're done. You're just going to want to do Control C and a Control V, and it's well free. So once you have your thing, you're going to want to Control C it and a Control V it. So now you should have this separate monkey right here. By the way, what just happened right there, I have no idea, but I think I pressed the wrong shortcut. So it's Control C, Control V. Let me just take a quick look if I placed it correctly. Okay, so now that you have it separated, you still have it on the background obviously, but that's good. You want that. So you're just gonna select your layer 1, so the layer with the monkey. You're gonna want to go to Image, Adjustments, Brightness and Contrast. You're just gonna wanna play around with this a bit. As you can see, this lights it up, and this gives it like a contrast. I recommend putting this at 10, and then this one, you can just play around what fits best with your background. I'm gonna take 26 because that's what I mostly take. I think it looks pretty good, but that might be different depending on your guys' background. Now that you got that, you're gonna want to press Image again, Adjustments, and then Vibrance. I prefer putting Vibrance to 10, and then Saturation to 20. Oh no, wait, no, I'm sorry. Vibrance to 20 and Saturation to 10. Sorry, that's on me. I'm sorry about that. So as you can see, that makes it so much more saturated and it makes it look so much better. Now we're actually going to add in some shadows. You're going to want to click Burn Tool right here. It might be Dodge Tool for you guys, or maybe even Sponge Tool. Just going to want to right click and select Burn Tool. Go over to right here, and you want to make sure that hardness is all the way down, and you just want to change the size. So now just start adding shadows where shadows are supposed to be. And this is only going to be for the monkey. The background we'll do later. So just add shadows under the arms a bit, wherever it would realistically be. So if this would actually be realistic, where would the shadows be? So I'm just going to add shadows everywhere. under the coconuts. So that looks way better. I'm gonna just add a couple right here, under the badge, under here a bit. So yeah, that also already looks a bit better. Now, I'm gonna just change it up a bit. You wanna, sorry about that. You wanna right click the burn tool again and you wanna press dodge tool. Make sure hardness is all the way down, change the size a bit, and then you can just start going all the way and then just following the, looks kind of bad. I'm gonna just change the size and make it a bit smaller. And you just wanna go all the way following the line of the arm on the hands a bit. Don't overdo it. And on the face you can just go back and forth. Same for on the torso, just go back and forth. I prefer doing this on the top of my coconut because I think that looks good. So now we're just going to do the same for the backgrounds. So we're also going to be starting to add in shadows and highlights. So just select the background, go back to the burn tool, hardness all the way down, change the size a bit, put it to right here. Now the reason I made this a wrong size is because I want to, if I were to give this a normal size, it would be like this. So you wouldn't see a torso, and torso is a pretty important part. I mean, not really, but I just want to teach you guys how to make it look good. Just want to go under the torso, like that. If you don't have a torso, that's absolutely fine. And you also want to go under the arms, like that. If there's any other place where you think you should add some shadows, where there would realistically be shadows, you can also do it like right here if you want, from this thing right here. But honestly, things in the background don't really matter in the full background. It's just mostly the shadows of the monkey that we're going to be looking at. So I'm not going to be adding it, but it does make it look a bit better, so I will actually add it. Sorry about that. So now we have all of that done, and it already looks so much better. What we can now do is we can add in some text. I'm going to just add in some text. How to. We have this text right here. What we can do is just select it, go right here, and then we can change the size of the text right here to however we want. We can do this, just move it between the fingers. I'm gonna do that's like so. That looks pretty nice. If you want to add in some glow, you can just duplicate the layer, or you can do Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V. What you will do is just put these two under here. So for the first copy, just go to Filter, Blur, Caution Blur. If this pops up, just like text layer must be rasterized first, rasterized question mark, just press OK. Go back to Filter, Blur, and Gaussian Blur. Now you can see that. You can play around with this however much you want. For the first one, I prefer taking, 5? Let me just do like that, 5. Okay. For the second one, I will take, so rasterize again. For the next one, I will take 10. I think that's pretty good. You can Ctrl+C+V it again if you want, but then if you do it again, I would prefer changing it to 40. If you were to want to do it again, then I would change it to 80. Oops. Now you want to make it so that it's from the first copy to the second copy to the third copy to the fourth copy. And now that should look pretty good. Now, blank spots like this you do not want to have. That's just not something you want to have. So we can go in here, right here. I can just take this arrow right here and see if I can place it somewhere. I'm going to just flip it horizontally. Change it like that a bit. This is not really what I want as an arrow. If that is your case, you can always change it if it's not really what you want. I think this looks pretty good right here. If I just go right here. Looks pretty good. We got like an arrow going right there. Oopsies, that's not what I wanted to do. Still a lot of blank spots, so just go to Google or wherever you want to find your images and just start searching up your images. What could we add to make it look better? We could add in the PhotoPea PhotoPea thingy. You can just look up PhotoPea and I can go right here. So we got the PhotoPea logo. I'm gonna just do like this, and I'm gonna do that. You can just drag that straight into here. If you have a background right here, you could do the exact same here and then delete the background. But what you can also do for these ones is just select the thing, select subject. If this pops up, well then you're screwed. Sometimes you can watch an ad, but right now I cannot do that. So I'm gonna just press refine edge. I'm gonna select the white one right here, and I'm gonna just change the size of this. I'm going to zoom in real quick, and now we just have to select. Oh wait, I'm gonna make it bigger. Now we just have to select. Oopsies. All that we want to see that it hasn't selected. So I actually deleted the little side right here because I thought it looked a bit wonky. But once you got something that you think you like, you can just press OK right here, and then you have a removed background. If you have this right here, you can always just select the erase tool and then just erase it away from it. There's a little bit blank spots right here. What you can do is add in some fog. Okay, so to add fog, what you want to do is you want to create a new layer right here. I'm going to put the layer above the background right here. So you want to press the brush tool right here, which you have right here. Just right click, press brush tool. You can either go right here and change this to one of these, but I prefer going, oh, oopsies. I prefer going, wait. First, what you want to do is you want to change this to 20. Or like any kind of opacity that you want, just a lower opacity. And you want to make sure that you're on a white or a little bit grayer kind, maybe a little bit blue. I'm going to bring it to right here. I think that looks good. You want to press the brush right here. And then here, as you can see, we have all of these options. You can select these. I'm just gonna check out. You can just check out all of them, see which one looks good. I'm gonna take this one right here. So if I were to like draw, you can see that it has like that thing. So just look around, which one you think looks best. You can test it out right here, which one you think looks most like a fog. So I'm gonna take this one right here. I'm sorry guys, I actually chose the wrong brush. That's like totally on me. I already thought that it looks kind of weird. It's actually this one right here if you were to count. So if you want to know which one it is, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 and 12 one it is. So you got this right here. I am actually gonna bring it up now. I like putting these two on so it like scatters around more, as you can see. Let's change the size again. The angle you can change, don't have to. Roundness you can change, don't have to. Spacing you do kind of want to change, depending on how you want your fog to look. So as you can see, that looks kind of like fog, doesn't it? You can always play around with the opacity if you want. I can put it down to 10 if I want. It just depends on how you want your fog to look. I'm actually going to change it down to 5 because I want the fog not to be too visible. I just want some fog on the ground. So I think that looks pretty good. So you have the fog down here. I think that looks absolutely amazing. So that's basically the tutorial. basically, what this all comes up with, it's just experimenting. You just want to experiment a lot with different types. You want to experiment with the shadows. You want to experiment with the dodge tool. You just want to experiment around. You want to experiment with the saturation and all that kind of stuff. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them down below. So yeah, I'll see you guys. Bye.